Well, hello. Today is the 1980 creature feature movie Alligator. A young girl gets a pet baby alligator. The father then decides to flush it down the toilet. 12 years later, body parts are discovered by sewer workers, and a detective is assigned to the case. A man who sells dogs to a pharmaceutical company and disposes of the corpses is eaten by this alligator. The detective and a young rookie go into the sewers to look for clues. They find the alligator, and the young rookie is eaten. A tabloid reporter investigates and is also eaten, but manages to get photos of the alligator. The police conduct a sweep of the sewers and drive it out into the open. The detective is fired for finding a link with the pharmaceutical company. A pompous big game hunter is eaten. The alligator defeats a boatload of police. The alligator attacks the wedding of the pharmaceutical owner's daughter. The alligator killed him and the corrupt mayor. The detective goes into the sewer with dynamite to end the alligator. So this movie is a lot like in the vein of any type of Jaws ripoff. A giant alligator comes around and eats people. And Jordan Teague got John Sayles to rewrite the script for it, which was, I guess, pretty bad. They had like a brewery or something being the cause of this giant alligator. Like, what kind of bad beer were they brewing to grow an alligator that huge? And John Sayles is a very accomplished screenwriter. He started out with Roger Corman and did some great classic movies, including Piranha, which was Steven Spielberg's favorite Jaws ripoff. And originally, it was supposed to be a more serious movie, but when he seen the alligator they were using, he realized that nobody was going to take this movie serious. So he played up the comedy for the script that he wrote. And obviously, they did a lot just like the Jaws movie because they had limitations on their big, alligator because it wasn't that very scary. It's just big and moves real slow. If you watch this movie, that the people getting eaten seem to almost like to have to help it. Like, oh, I fall! I can't get up in time enough. Oh, it's gonna eat me. Yeah, just because this thing moves so slow. It's like your own granny in a walker could probably outrun it. But they tried their best. They used a lot of the point of view shots of the alligator. They used real alligators on miniature sets, or did integrate it with optical enlargement or matte paintings at times. And, they did a pretty good job. The scene like in where the Robert Forster character and the rookie are in the sewers, that was pretty scary actually. The movie didn't necessarily made money. Obviously, it was like a 1.6 million budget. It wasn't huge sales in North America, but other worldwide, it kind of popped it up. Plus, they also got $3 million from NBC to broadcast it. And that's actually where I watched this movie as a kid on NBC. I mean, a movie about a giant alligator going around eating people. Hey, that's right up what I love. And, I still love that type of movie. Yeah, and they added like about 8 minutes or something to it. So, it was a success financially. The actor Bryan Cranston apparently was one of his first jobs out in Hollywood was to, help special effects, and he was making like alligator guts and that. There's like a little featurette on the Blu-ray that has him talking about that. And the Robert Forster character was an inspiration to Quentin Tarantino for his Max Cherry in the movie Jackie Brown, which Forster also got to star in. And the alligator, Sayles had the alligator like move through the social economic rings of society, and it starts out into the ghetto and then moves into the middle class neighborhood eating people, and then finally to the very upper class where there's the evil pharmaceuticals party gets invaded, and evil pharmaceutical executive gets what he deserves because he was a pretty evil guy. He would use puppies for experiments, and they would sever the larynx and that for him, and it was just someone you can obviously hate. And there's a little funny thing where Forster was worried about his hair loss apparently, and they actually put that in the movie where he's where people comment that you're kind of losing your hair or something. This was a fun movie, I think. I mean, it's just, what can I say? It's a fun movie. It's obviously a low budget, cheap one, Jaws ripoff type thing. But I think it's gotten a cult classic, and it also spawned a sequel, which was very inferior to this. But we'll get to that later. So if you stuck with me this long, I thank you. You're a unique individual.